What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to talk about that gun mount system you see up there hanging on the wall. It is from IC13. Now it is a very, very simple setup. It is lockable. It's significantly more affordable than other wall mount systems. A lot more of a simple design, but it is still made in the US. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the different gun mounts that IC13 sells, because they sell a bunch of other ones besides that. We're going to talk about the features. We're going to talk about what I do and don't like. We're going to get right into it. Let me go move my camera, move my light so we can get up close and personal, and I'll be right back. Alright, hopefully the lighting isn't too bad. I'm not good with this lighting stuff, we'll see. So IC13 sells a few different versions of these. They have a single gun horizontal holder, and they have these vertical ones as well. With the vertical ones, you can either get a 2-gun or a 3-gun. Now these vertical systems, these locks that holds the gun, you can screw it in the other way. So if you want this 3-gun vertical one to be a 1-gun horizontal one, you can do so. They work with all different size buffer tubes, whether it's pistol, commercial, mil-spec, whatever. They have these little tiny adapters in here. I'll show you, just rubber pieces, little pieces of rubber, and the different thicknesses. So whatever size buffer tube you're going to use, you put the appropriate rubber piece in there, and magic, it works. They start at $140 and they go up to $350. So like I said in the beginning of the video, much more affordable than most of the rack systems out there. A lot, very, very simple. I didn't put anything in this middle system here because I want to give you a quick rundown on the install and how it works. Just keep in mind, I am not a handy person. I'm not a handyman. I am probably the least handy skills out of anyone on YouTube. I'm terrible at this stuff, and if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. It's not very difficult. Step one is to find a stud. Obviously it's a little harder in this wall because I already have some wood on the wall. I had to measure off the wall, and this house is weird. The studs are not 16 inches on center like they're supposed to be. So it took me a little while, but once I found the studs, from that point on, it was very, very easy. I marked the first hole, got myself a level, make sure it was level, marked the second hole. Drew pilot holes into those two, and before I continue, IC13 gives you paper directions. They have a good animation on their website, so if you get stuck, something I'm saying doesn't make sense, there's things out there to help you out a lot better than I could. Anyway, drill those pilot holes. You drill the 2 big lag bolts into the wall. Before I tightened them down, I did check my level again and make sure it was perfect. Once you have it up on the wall, you need to screw in these 3 locks. Now the 2 on the outside are just 2 bolts. You screw the 2 bolts in, and for the most part, that's all you have to do. This middle one here also has 2 bolts, but they give you a little bit of space here in the middle and a little bit of flexibility on where you want to mount the lock. You know, some guns that have low power variable optics or in a weird accessory is going to take up more room than something small like a red dot. So you may want to not have this lock on center. You may want to move it left to right. So it's cool how they did that. But it's the way that one screws on is very, very similar to M-lock. They're like really big and robust M-lock screws. So you put the 2 screws in, you put the M-lock type adapters, I don't know what IC13 calls them, and then you tighten them down. I think it would probably be easier to put this middle lock on before you mount the bracket onto the wall. The direction I did it, I mounted the bracket first, then put this lock on because that's what the direction said. Looking back, it's probably easier to mount this one up first and then screw it to the wall. But again, I am no handy man. Alright, once you get the brackets installed, there's a little pin here on the side and a little screw. You have to knock that pin in, screw it in, a little screw on the bottom, and it's as simple as that. The other thing I want to point out with the pin, I mounted all 3 of these up first, like the direction said, and then I went to go hammer and hammer the little pin in. And it's very tight space between this adapter and this adapter. So another thing you could do is screw this down to the wall, knock the little pin in. Screw this in to the adapter, knock the pin in. Screw this to the adapter, then knock the pin in. I think that might be a little bit of an easier way of doing it. So that's it. That is how you install it. It's not very difficult. They give you a set of keys, and there is a lock on here. The red button, I hope you can see that little red button. That's how you open and close it. You just push that red button in. The system locks. Good to go. It locks in place, and then you push this button in, and that's what actually locks it. And then obviously the key unlocks it. To open it, you push that red button in again, and you're good to go. It will open it. Now the other thing I did was I have an SB Tactical brace here. Now it says it works with pistol and commercial and mil-spec buffers, and you could do that. I think it looks a little funny and a little weird, but that is something you could absolutely do if you wanted to hang something. Foxtrot mic rifle, that's a pretty cool one. If you wanted to hand something that didn't have a traditional buffer tube, you can do so. Let me just check my notes and see if I missed anything. That's it. That is as easy as installation goes. You hang your guns on there and you instantly become a cool guy or girl. Just hanging guns on the wall just makes you seem so much cooler than you were before. Alright, pros. It's simple, it's easy. It's not only a simple and easy design, it's also very, very simple and easy to install. And yet it's still high quality. It's not junky at all. It's metal. It's good. It's good to go. Like I said a few times, it's a little more affordable than the other options, and is still made in the States. So those are all really good things if you want a design like this. As far as cons, I don't really have a con. I think it's pretty cool. Just keep in mind those 2 install tips I gave you. Knocking in the pin before you put the next one in. Maybe hook this one up before you put the mounting bracket on the wall. Again, you don't have to do those things. Those are just something I noticed that was a little bit of a pain in the butt when I installed it. Alright, thank you to IC13. Not only did they send me this mounting bracket, they also sent me this bandolier. This bandolier is really cool. I'm working on reviews for both of them. Appreciate their support. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I'll try to put some affiliate links down in the video description. I have no idea if anyone sells this. I didn't check before the video, but if they do, those links will be down there. Hopefully, I can find you a good deal. Swag. We have t-shirts. We have patches. It really helps me out. That's the best way to support the channel if you're looking to support the channel. Again, today I have my Firearms Depot shirt on, but if you do want to support the channel, buy a shirt or a patch. You get something cool, and I get a kickback, and everyone is happy. Most important, though, thank you for watching. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Again, if you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe, enable the bell notifications. If you choose to do any of those things, truly helps me out, and there's no doubt I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!